next one we're gonna do is KATSEYE, Gnarly. So again, a very divisive song on the platform and on all social media stuff like that. But I feel like Scott, and I know you're not really on the Twitter sphere and on the interwebs as much. A lot of people have turned the corner on this song and kind of gone into my court of how I said, like, I love how unique and different this is. So maybe now your second time hearing this song, maybe it might sway you to be more of a like, ooh, okay, this song is different.
So I don't know exactly how I'm gonna feel about it the second time around, but I do kind of understand from reading comments and maybe a little bit more about the song that maybe I should do it through a lens of not parody, but what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of satire. If I view it kind of through the lens of satire, then maybe I'll get it more because again, upon the first listen, the only listen, I wasn't really feeling the lyrics to the song. You said you got it. Maybe I'm dumb, but now viewing it through the lens of satire, maybe I'm smart enough to get it. I'm not 100% sure, but I will give you my complete 1,000,000,000% honest opinion of it, as I do always. And agree or disagree, music is subjective, so I'm not going to shit on something that you like. And please don't roast me in the comments, and all will be well.
Yeah, no roasting is available in the comments. And again, this is Studio CHOOM, so one of our favorite things. And the choreography on this apparently is really good. You see a little bit in the video, but the video was so wild that you don't really get to see the choreography. So they did like an M countdown, but they did the Studio CHOOM, and I felt like I'd rather watch the Studio CHOOM because Studio CHOOM is just so fucking dope. So, but apparently the choreography of this is pretty dope too.
So. And I'm gonna put the captions on too, just because there might be something that I miss, or maybe something that could either elevate or not what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So I know that you'll be able to understand it, but captions are going on so we can read it as well. So
let's do it.
Once again, this is Gnarly. Studio.
They could describe everything with one single word. Like Bebati, Tesla, fried chicken, party to Hollywood Hills. This song, oh my god, that new beat. Oh my god, is this real? Oh, we're in a section tonight, gang gang. Oh, we're going out tonight, gang gang. Oh my god, this song's so lit. Congratulations. Now you be like, gang. Gang, 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 gang. Hottie, hottie, like a bag of talkies. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Obvi, they be trying to copy. I'm the shit. I'm the shit.
All right, J-Mac, you still get it, or?
Oh yeah, no. You paused it right before one of the most viral things on the internet right now.
Oh,
you kind of did her dirty on this pause. By the way,
bad. Let's go back.
But what she's about to do, I can't think of her name, but she's literally gone viral on social media this week because of this part. So it's very similar in the countdown video and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. She does this thing where she licks her lips. It's become very viral. You paused it right before that happened. I was like, I'll pause it right on that. But of course you didn't know about it. But it's the thumbnail of this too. But yeah, I love it. So I made my girlfriend Emily listen to it, and I was like, okay, as somebody who's not in the reactor sphere, because some people may watch reactions and think like, oh, they're just playing it up. But if you watch us, you know how real we are, because we were very opposite when we saw the music video. I was in love with it, and you were not feeling it, which is totally fine. So I'm like, okay, let me get like a kind of an outsider perspective of somebody who doesn't look at it through the lens of us, just somebody who enjoys music. And when I played it for her, she dug the hell out of it, because it's, to me, not every song needs to be Bohemian Rhapsody. It doesn't need to be this lyrical masterpiece, you know? Sometimes songs just need to be fun as hell and memorable. So you can't deny that this isn't memorable and that it's not catchy. The lyrics, I get the main. I think the main thing, and it may be how you feel, or I don't know if it's the beat for you, but a lot of people kind of shit on the lyrics because they're like, oh, it's so dumb. Like I'm like a bag of Takis, I'm the shit, or you know, like gang, 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 gang. But if you listen to it in the context of the song, it's not like that's like the lyrics aren't like trying to be like a thespian piece. This is supposed to be like a fun, energetic song, you know. So they're gonna throw out, you know, little viral phrases and stuff like that. Because think of we, you know, think of us at 18 years old if we heard this shit. This would be the dopest shit ever.
As far as energy goes, I feel it is very kinetic. I feel like it is very fun to listen to. I guess for me, admittedly, this kind of made me feel old. Because of some of like the lyric content, like because like when I think about gnarly, like I'm like, oh, like somebody did something dope. That shit was gnarly, right?
Radical, bro.
Yeah. And then some of like the new slang, like I don't get, and I think maybe that turned me off a little bit to it. I will say, like as far as lyrical content goes, even though I am trying to view through like the lens of maybe satire, it's still not penetrating my brain, but even the first time around, having heard it now the second time, I will say that it is still like if I turn off like what they're saying, like the lyrical content, it is a fun listen. Like the song is like high energy, like the tempo is up. It is one that you could like dance and move to. But when I think about like, oh, okay, hold on, what are they saying? That's where I fall back. You know what I mean? So like I can move to it, I can groove to it, I can vibe to it. But when I think about the lyric content, I'm like, all right. And then having found out that maybe it is satire, like, okay, so I guess I'm dumb thus far. Like I still don't know the deeper meaning, but I can still appreciate what I like about it, which is the musicality of it.
Yeah, no, it's totally okay if you don't feel it. I think it's very much a generational thing.
That's why I said I feel old now. I got white in my beard, bro. I don't understand, man.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. So the next part that's coming up when it focuses again, I can't remember her name, even though she went viral, and I knew her name before this, and I'm dumb. So the moment she does right here is very.
So you said that she did like a facial expression. Is this kind of like when homegirl?
She does like one of these that. Like a lick of the teeth kind of thing, but it does it in every video, and so you know Twitter and shit like that is you see like flashes of like stuff like that.
Was that like her moment, like the singer from like the Bengals?
The Bengals, like the Joe Burrow, the Cincinnati Bengals.
So I forget, like one of the girls from the Bengals, like in the Walk Like an Egyptian music video, she does like this like look from side to side thing, and then because of that, like she became like the most favorite in the group.
Oh well, maybe I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm making beats for a boring dumb bitch, fucking gnarly.
Gnarly.
Don't talk to me. You're gnarly.
This choreography is dope too.
Jealous of my mention? Yeah, the view is fucking gnarly.
Hell yeah. See, to me, dude, I love that. Like, oh. Okay, it's oriented. Oh, see, she did it again.
Everything's gnarly.
I will say that my favorite part of that though was the da 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 da, like it, like I said, I felt it like when we first saw it. It reminded me of like some of the music that they actually handpicked for like Mortal Kombat in 1995.
Yeah, no, I get that,
Yeah,
man. I just okay. So I'm gonna be real here as like a
be real.
somebody who has listened to so much music, especially here in the last couple of years. The way I listen to music, I analyze it so much more than I did. After reacting, you kind of see things from a different point of view. Shayla kind of put it perfect there. I love the sass. This is her quote. I love the sass and power of the performance of the song.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I just love the ballsiness to do a song like this. With like, I went back after this. We reacted to it last week, and I went back and listened to Debut, and then that second song they put out. God, I can't remember the name of it. Tippy Toes or something like that. Very different vibe, but I could catch the vibe. Like I see, okay, they have kind of a distinct flair about them, and again, they're only 3 songs deep. But going back to like even listening to Debut, what I had remembered from Debut was it was more traditional poppy. But when I rewatched it, or re-listened to it, I mean, Touch, by the way, thank you, Shining Sim. Touch. I don't know why I got TV Toes. That's actually a totally different group.
Man, you read way better than I do because like earlier I was like Shining Sim 08.
Shining Sim, yeah.
Much better reader than me.
Even listening to Debut, their debut song, it has those elements of what this is, but this again, on top of it, is totally different. But if you listen to it kind of like, chronologically, like it's the same sound, but this one is just like dialed to that 11 where it's very different, and they took a giant risk with this. And obviously it's paid off because it's become so viral. I mean, even the point where the girl, I'm mad I don't remember her name because again we're very new to KATSEYE, but she went very viral this week. Just the moment of the licking the lips, that's a viral moment. That's huge for you, especially when you're new. So obviously this song has gone beyond the sphere of K-pop and the stuff that we listen to. It's become very international, in which all of K-pop has. But to have this as your third song that you put out very differently, and Daniela, thank you, Shayla. Daniela is her name. It's very awesome to see groups like this take risks and take chances and not be so run of the mill, if I could say that, because there's a lot of groups that when they first come out they play it kind of safe, which makes sense because you don't want to you want to build a fan base, you don't want to go over the top. But with this, it's like, okay, let's take risks early on, and I think that's awesome. I feel like groups like BTS did that, where they took risks early on, and then they may have had a certain vibe and style, and then they changed it up, brought out something totally new, and constantly evolved. I think that's the best thing that an artist can do, is not just stick to one vibe. Change up that vibe. aespa is another group I'll mention as well, because we're all about cross-pollinating on this channel. aespa, again, every time we hear a new aespa song, you see a big chunk of the fan base say, oh, I don't know if I'm feeling this, I'm not feeling this. But that's what keeps you hot, keeps you on your toes. Is that new, trying new things, changing things up, and to do that on your third song is just crazy. So I'm curious for you, has your opinion changed at all now listening to it for a second time?
Like I said, I looked at it through like a little bit of a different lens, and even then, maybe my brain is like just sometimes a little bit too straightforward as far as like the lyrical content. But as far as like the rest of it, I thought that the music, like I said, it was very upbeat. It was very much in the vein of like everything about like the instrumentals would be stuck with me. Even the da 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 da, like that's something with me. Like even if I didn't like the song, that's a part that I would be like, oh, that's the dopest part, right?
Right.
Shout out like the choreography too. Like there's a lot going on. And seeing a lot of good dancers, having done this for a while, you see that there are like different levels to like things. But I thought that like as far as choreography, they brought it too. So there's a lot of stuff that's like working in their favor. And with this song too, it's just for me, I would say I like 2 out of the 3 other things the most in the song would be the choreography, the instrumentals. I would say okay, so 3 out of 4. I think that like their voices are dope, right? You can't take that away from them. That's undeniable. For me, it just all fell like to like that lyrical content that I just don't get because I'm stupid. I admit that.
Well, no, and I don't even think it's that. Like, I wouldn't say like in any kind of way that to feel stupid. I don't think this is a song that like.
Maybe I'm thinking too much of it as like a reactor, but like if I were just listening, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think it's more so with this kind of song. It's a hype up. It's a party song. The lyrics
Definitely a party song.
The lyrics in this don't really matter, and I think that's kind of what they were going for, because they wanted to do from interviews that I've seen them have and stuff like that. They wanted to do something out of the box, and they achieved that. And I think that think about it. There's so many songs throughout history that either don't even have lyrics or the lyrics are really dumb, but man, you just can't get it out of your head. And that's been me for the past week since I heard it. I haven't been able to get this song out of my head. And it's not like it. The best way I can describe it is this is a shut your brain off song. Gotcha. Shut your brain off and just, catch the vibe of it. Because again, I think it's geared more towards, again, the youth. So we're becoming older gentlemen now, infamous on the older part. But if this came out when we were 18, if we were in this generation, we kind of got to put ourselves in the shoes of the younger crowd, and like, okay, obviously this isn't a lyrical masterpiece, but it's more of a let's go fucking party, bro. Like this is like there were so many songs back in the day that in our era that like were party hits. You're like, fuck, I don't know any of these words, but this shit is hype,
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what they were going for with it. But again, very bold to do on your third song. I mean, it's crazy.
Angie said, I would say the most important thing about this song is the instrumental.
Yeah. The beat kind of saves it with everything, But I can gloat about this all day long, and that's the best thing about having something like this, a channel like this is, and we're very real human beings, I may love something and you may not, feel it as much, or you may feel something and I may not feel it as much, and that's what music does. It touches certain parts of you, and it connects with some people. But there's some music I hear, I'm like, ugh, I don't like that at all. So it's very subjective, but it's good to have differing opinions, because people may think we just like, oh, we're in agreement on every song. Yeah, this was dope, but it's good to have something like this kind of throw a wrench into things and be like, oh yeah, no, you can really tell how you feel about a certain thing.
Yeah. Well,
oh yeah. Sorry, I was very long winded. I'm a KATSEYE gnarly defender out here.
There's nothing to defend against. Like, there's nothing to defend against me. I've just, I said, like, there's maybe just a lot that I like, and maybe just something that I don't get. Even though I try to look through it like through a different lens. When you tell me that the lyrics in this are like kind of meant to not really be taken too serious, then I gotta like reevaluate from there, because I was just kind of like, it's what I'd fall back to. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
You're a lyrical genius, so I mean, I get your point of view.
But I mean, again, like you said, like, music is subjective, and that's what's great about it. And I don't take anything away from their talent based off one song or like one thing like that. Like, I think that they got it. I think they got the stuff. That's why they are where they are. But let us know what you think in the comments. J Matt gave you his whole thesis on this song.
I'm so sorry.
So if you made it all the way to the end, just want you to know that we love you. I love you the most. We appreciate you being here, and we'll catch you on the next one.